So in the last episode, we took out Gascoigne and opened the entrance to the Cathedral ward. We'll be heading back there soon, but there are a few things that have been made available to us now that he's been defeated. First of all, take notice of the insight counter underneath the blood echoes in the top right of the screen. Once you have at least 10 insight, you'll be able to purchase items from a separate messenger bath in the Hunter's Dream, found just outside a door from the house up the stairs. You'll find the small resonant bell and the sinister resonant bell available for purchase here, which are used for summoning and invading respectively, as well as Gascoigne's armor set. Back inside, the gem workshop tool we picked up in the last video can now be used to socket gemstones into our weapons to give them additional effects. You can use the red jeweled brooch to obtain one such gem that increases physical attack and will fit into any gem slot. If you have more than one gem slot available, you can return to the central Yharnam lamp, descend the ladder, and take a right through the gate. You'll find an executioner in this alley, a powerful enemy that novice players are better off avoiding, but these guys can be farmed for tempering blood gemstones if you find yourself short. While in the area, speak to Gilbert through the window in front of the central Yharnam lamp. Now that Gascoigne is dead, he will wish you well on the hunt and give you a flame sprayer, a flamethrower firearm that consumes quicksilver bullets. Returning to Odin Chapel, if you speak to this decrepit old woman in the corner, she will tell you that the chapel is a safe place, and that you should feel free to tell survivors of the plague of this safe haven.
Spread the word. Tell them to come on over. If you wouldn't mind.
You'll also find that if you return to Yosefka's clinic, Yosefka will tell you something similar.
Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yosefka's clinic.
This means that you can tell both the old woman from the kennel section and the little girl who gave you the tiny music box of either one of these areas. The rewards you get from each location are relatively minor, so I won't get into that. But just to give you a heads up, let's just say Yosefka may not be as docile as she appears. Alright, so through the door straight in front of the lamp in Odin Chapel, you'll encounter a new enemy, the Cathedral Guardian. Their attacks come out fast, so be ready on that L2. Up the stairs, you'll also have to take out 2 more, and then you'll find the wooden shield. It takes the place of your gun when equipped, but does not block 100% physical damage, so I don't find it very useful. Facing a locked gate, you'll have to return to the chapel. This time, leave through the side door and come out onto a courtyard with 2 more Cathedral Guardians. The one on the left tends to leave the area if you're patient, leaving you only one to fight. Take him out and look to your right where you'll find the top hat and an alternate hunter set. If you stay in this spot for too long, you'll have the potential to be attacked by an unseen enemy that inflicts massive damage, but the encounter will also award you 1 insight. Needless to say, there's a lot more to Bloodborne than the game is letting on. The path splits here. Up the stairs, you'll find a dead end with some additional treasure, so we'll go that way first. Immediately on your way up, you'll run into a Cathedral Giant. These enemies have a lot of health and deal a lot of damage. Fighting them requires patience, as you have to dodge an attack, get in for a few swings, and dodge back out to safety. Ahead, you'll find a brick troll with his back to you, but don't go in for a backstab just yet. He has a friend to your right who is much too happy to interrupt your attack. Lure them back to the entrance and deal with the 2 of them. Then clear out the carrion crows on the ground where they were to claim your reward, the monocular. This is an item used with Square that lets you look over your character's shoulder to examine aspects of the environment. Not a required item by any means, but I find myself using it a lot. Continuing along this path, you'll see another Cathedral Giant sitting on the ground. I'd also like to point out that aggroing him will alert the scurrying beast behind him to run away. These are the crystal lizards of this game and have a guaranteed drop of upgrade stones. But that being said, you might want to let this one escape, as going after it puts you in real danger. This Cathedral Giant is armed with a significantly more dangerous ball and chain weapon. Even if the chain makes contact, the player receives full damage, so the only way to really deal with this guy safely is to keep your distance, bait his combo attack, and then run in for a few hits while he's recovering. Keep this pattern up and you just may stagger him enough for a visceral attack. Down the stairs ahead, you'll find a tomb with a chest at the end. Looting it will award you a Tempering Blood gemstone and will signify the end of this path. Return to the courtyard, go down the stairs this time until you encounter a mob of Yharnam hunters. I like to pull the dogs individually with bullets and take them out first. Then the remaining enemies become weapon fodder. You'll find a door up ahead, but a stone slab blocks your progression. We'll have to move it first. So instead, head up the stairs on the left. Take heed of the rifleman on top of the stairs, as well as his two dogs. Getting hit by all three can deal massive damage. After taking them out, open the small door on the right and go through the door straight ahead. Down the stairs, you'll meet Alfred, a vile blood executioner, who will give you some lore on the Healing Church and the College of Bergenworth, as well as some valuable fire paper that is used to buff your weapon. Back up the stairs and to the left, you'll find a lever that moves the stone slab on the floor below, revealing the way to Old Yharnam. Drop down, avoiding the hunter's ambush, and proceed down this macabre stairwell. We're almost there, I promise. You'll find yourself in a darkened room with a wolf beast. There's plenty of room to fight it here, but it can also be led back to the door for a little cheese. Descend the ladder in the next room, then go back up the stairs to find 4 antidotes. Extremely valuable for the boss fight in Old Yharnam. Finally, back down the stairs you'll find a lamp and the entrance to Old Yharnam, where the next video will pick up. So in the meantime, return to the Hunter's Dream and spin those echoes.